you're just as passionate about your career as your family, and you, no matter how tired you are, when you get off the plane, you hit the carpool,
man.
And you because I need another dad that relates
so
to the
funny.
pain.
So Bill calls me in the morning. He's we both fresh off the plane.
Oh,
Ain't no stops. There's no thing. You pass go. You pick up those kids. We taking the boys to school. We taking everybody dropping off school. We picking the kids up. We finding out what's happening for dinner. We're doing, making sure the homework is done. We're involved, right? And then we have to make time for the ladies.
Yes.
We got to make time for your queen. You got to make time. I got to make time for my queen. You got to make time for your queen. And people don't know there's a fun fact that we both were in each other's weddings.
Yeah.
You stood up in my wedding. I stood up in yours.
Yeah.
And we've been rocking, man. And it's just great to be able to have the support system, because when you have a foundation that we have, strong women who can really, be honest, are just caring and understanding and supportive, man. It's so important to have that. I'm pretty private when it comes to a lot of stuff. Bill's like, man, how come you never? I said, I talk about the family, but my private life is the one thing. It's the one thing that I can feel like I can control a little bit or have it, because everything else is like you and I. We're out for the world. We're out for the people, and so everything goes.
Yeah, I respect that. I mean, I think like what's beautiful, and I mean, and this is in my book. I talk about how I feel like my family is the only thing that I have that I created for me. Yeah. And I didn't realize that at the time before I became a dad, that how important, having a family of your own grounds you, but it gives you purpose.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? So like, I don't ever feel like, oh God, I'm too tired to be with my kids. I'm too tired to go to this. No. I just do it.
No, for me, it's a reset for me.
Yeah.
I love coming home. I love being a part of the family. I love that balance, man. It's what keeps me going. I look at them and I'm like, that's a reflection of me.
Absolutely.
That's a reflection of Thomasina. Man, I love the fact that
you got 4 sons that look up to you. You know, one of them bigger than you now, but we're not going to
both of them. Miles is bigger than me. Xander is bigger than Zion and Marley on their way.
Mm-hmm. You in trouble. So you're going to need me to come over there to back you up.
Uncle B to the rescue.
What is it like, and this just recently happened to me. Has your kids ever seen you in a role and watch you? Like you at home, and your movie comes on for a second in a scene, and the boys are watching their dad on screen.
Yes, that's happened before.
How did they feel when they see you?
Well, the first time it was Miles and Xander when they were a little younger.
Okay.
We were on a flight back from New York, and I was telling my children that anything that as a character that I played, if I played a fireman, that's what I would tell them, because they were young. So I was like, yeah, your dad is a fireman. I'm a fireman. Right. You know what I'm saying? So dad is a fireman, right? So they would come on set and they see me on the fire with a fireman. Or they see whatever the character was. And so on the way back from New York, moms, there's I think an episode of either Fresh Prince that I did an episode, or Family Matters. Okay. It's the younger version of me. And my mother is young. Like, that's your daddy. That's your daddy. And my boys are not trying. They're trying to wrap their minds around.
How's my daddy a child?
How's my daddy a child? You know that's your daddy. I'm like, Mama, chill.
They can't put the math together.
I was supposed to introduce them. So my mom was the first one to sort of but it was a little bizarre because it was a super younger version of me.
Absolutely.
And then there's been some things that they have seen, and it's crazy. So I think when they do watch me, it's just like this surreal kind of dynamic. Yeah. And then once it's over, I'm back to being dad, because they don't know me like the rest of the world. Okay. Like the rest of the world has seen me grow up in front of the camera and all that. They see like dad, you know what I'm saying? When I'm walking out, I got, sleep in my eye, you know what I'm saying? Got to wipe the drool off my mouth, you know what I mean? I'm snoring and I'm coughing and sneezing, things that people don't really get a chance to see, right? So my children see me in that way. Yeah. They see me in a way that I don't have to feel like, I have to do everything right. There's no censorship. I can be truly myself. And you was teaching me that, man. You had said something to me once that really stuck out that I shared with both the wife and my children. You was like, you gonna see all of me.
Yeah.
Y'all gonna get all of me. You're gonna get the happy one. You're gonna get the guy who is out there hustling, but you're gonna also get the person that sometimes I'm uncomfortable with certain things.
Yeah, and I'm gonna be honest.
And I'm gonna be honest, and I might snap off.
Yeah.
And what's great about it, even though we might blow a gasket every now and again, the one thing is we never cross the line. You know what I'm saying? We ain't doing nothing that's crazy to our children or to our wife. But they're gonna see all of that energy.
Yeah, and I said that because I feel like, we've been.
I felt good, so I can cuss around my kids.
Right. You can say a bad word every now and then.
Hell yeah! Sit y'all asses down.
Okay, get back in the car seat.
It's why I beat y'all ass. You know what I'm saying? And I don't be doing none of that. But I
he be
talk
giving
a good
them
game.
cookies and all kinds of stuff. But anyway. Getting back to the kids real quick, I think that being a dad is in a full throttle dad, the whole pie of you, where you get to be, someone who's the leader of the family and the provider, but also a person that's a confidant with your kids, and you get to teach, and they teach you.
Man, I learned so much.
I learned so much being a dad. Like,
good Lord.
Like I would have never learned. Like people who don't have kids don't know what we're talking about. But when you have kids, you actually are learning backwards.
Yeah, man. It's the best thing that's ever happened to me, being a father to my children and having boys. It's unique because raising them in a world where, they are already deemed as one thing to the world. I make sure, my wife also makes sure that they know that they can be the best versions of themselves.
Absolutely.
There's nothing that can stop them, that they are great, that they're amazing, that they're smart, they're intelligent, they're creative. They're fearless. They're warriors. They understand love and passion, and not to be also a pushover. Like, you can be kind, you're all daily, but you ain't got to be overly stupid and
like, you got to stand up for yourself.
Oh yeah. We
Let's
don't play
go.
no games. Listen,
like, come on, Chicago, stop playing with me.
You got to have a little bit of that edge in you too. All of it, like you say, we got to have all of it. And we had great examples. We had great examples from my father and my mother, as well as your mother and father. God rest both their spirits. I miss Mama.
And Win was crazy.
And William. Yo, Bill looks so much like his father.
Oh,
I remember the
crazy.
first time
I seen a picture of myself recently. I was like, oh my God, I thought it was my father.
When I saw it was a black and white picture of your father.
Yes,
I
sir.
thought it was you.
Yeah.
And I could not believe
clone.
that. Yeah, and Karen, your sister looks just like your mama.
Yeah.
So
and my brother Julius was a combo. Of the other two. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is what I want people to really get from this particular episode of Top Billing is like friendship, hard work, perseverance, and positivity. You always positive. You always push me as a friend. You always say, "B man, let them see the real you. Don't hold back, B. Don't be safe." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because the best part of you is when you're unsafe and you're speaking your truth.